What is good, y'all? JDI is back with another banger, and welcome to the first video of 2026, bro. Now, look, man, you already know, bro. We're back on the grind. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know, I'm currently streaming right now while recording this video. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say Happy New Year to YouTube, man. Happy New Year to everybody. You know what I'm saying? New Year. What are y'all New Year's resolutions? What are y'all goals for the new year? My goals for the new year, obviously, I want to get bigger. I want to create better content for the channel as well. And I want to try some different things, you know what I'm saying? And today, we're trying something different. So today, you know what I'm saying, we are going to, you know what I'm saying, do a tier list of all the One Piece arcs. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? So look, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge anime watcher. You know what I'm saying? Watch all of Naruto, watch all of Dragon Ball, watch all of One Piece, Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole anime list, and I'll show it one day on stream, or I'll show it one day in a video as well. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. But hey, bro, y'all know I'm a big anime fan. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with anime, fuck with One Piece. So since One Piece is going on breaking, it's going on seasonal. I'm already caught up on the manga, so I already know where I am back. I already know what's going on right now that is not in the anime. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to be in anime till April and in 2027. You know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, it's happy to be back, bro. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, somebody turn on notification bell. Make sure to follow the Kick and the Twitch. The links are both in the description. We are live on those platforms daily. You know what I'm saying? 2026, we going crazy, bro. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. Let's get it. Woo! All right, y'all. Now we officially here. We got the tier list, bro. Let me give a run off with all the arcs, man. We got Romance Dawn, we got Orange Town, we got Sierra Village, we got Barati, Online Park, Lowtown, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey P, Little Garden, Drum Island, Alabasta, Jaya, Skypiea, Long Ring, Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Water 7, Annie's Lobby, Post Annie's Lobby, Thriller Bark, Sabaody, Amazon, Impel Down, Amazon Lily, Impel Down, Marineford, Post War, Return to Sabaody, Fishman Island, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, Zoe, Whole Cake Island, Reverie, Wano, Egghead, and Elbaf, which we are on right now. So look, you already know how this works, man. Oh, shit. All right, so I got to change this. We're going to change it to an F. We're going to put D for this one. We're going to put C. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put B. And then A. All right, there we go. All right, so we got everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got, well, how many arcs? 3, 6, I don't even know how many arcs, Chad. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the best in math, you know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, we got all these arcs, man. If you're, what the hell is wrong with your recording, bro? Damn. But yeah, man, we got hella arcs, man. If we get to this shit, bro. And hey, bro, y'all comment down below W tier list or L tier list, and y'all can also comment down below if you guys are caught up on One Piece. What is your favorite One Piece arc right now, bro? And without further ado, let's get to the tier list. Let's go. Woo! All right, Romance Dawn. All right, so I'm gonna put Romance Dawn. Where do I put Romance Dawn at? You know what I'm saying? So Romance Dawn, it was the introductory Luffy. You know what I'm saying? Luffy meets Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Alvida. Let's be real, that wasn't a real fight. And then Luffy finds out about Zoro. And then Luffy finds out about, you know what I'm saying, that Zoro is captured and held hostage at a marine base. He finds out that they're not planning to give, you know what I'm saying, Zoro, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to spoil too much. Just know that Zoro joins the crew. You know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, he gets saved. You know what I'm saying. The Captain Morgan, all of that. You know what I'm saying. And then, yeah. So for Romance Dawn, the only good thing I see was Luffy's introduction, Zoro's introduction, and then them joining the crew. And then it was freaking whatchamacallit. It was freaking Shanks, you know what I'm saying, backstory of Shanks and how Luffy got the Straw Hat and how much the Straw Hat means to him, you know what I'm saying. And we also got, you know what I'm saying, Shanks literally sacrificed one of his arms to save Luffy, you know what I'm saying, hence the why, you know what I'm saying, he's only one armed for the rest of One Piece. So like, since a lot of things did not happen, I'm gonna put Romance Dawn at I'm gonna put it at a D, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna put it at a D because it's only the introduction of the story, and let's be real, One Piece does not start off great like how Naruto started off great, you know what I'm saying. Like, literally. But hey, bro, it is what it is, man. Y'all comment down below, bro. Where do y'all rank Romance Dawn at? And without further ado, we finna get to the next one. All right, y'all. Next up, we got Orange Town, baby. Y'all already know what Orange Town, man. Introduction of Buggy, who became an important character throughout the series. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. He's an introduction of Buggy. You know what I'm saying? Luffy meets Nami. You know what I'm saying? Nami joins the, I guess you could say, the crew. Yeah, Nami joins Luffy and Zoro. You know what I'm saying? Captain Buggy's defeated. And we also learned that Buggy and Shanks used to be friends. You know what I'm saying? And Buggy has a whole pirate crew by himself. You know what I'm saying? And what was that? Yeah, this was also the arc when Luffy, you know what I'm saying, saw the dog crying about the owner and then he kicked someone's ass. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to put Orange Town at D also. But nah, it's not better than Romance Town. You know what I'm saying? I think Orange Town, you know what I'm saying, was not really all that. You know what I'm saying? And let's be completely honest. Romance Town, I still think is better than Orange Town. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? At least he had his moments in Orange Town. You know what I'm saying? Buggy introduction, Luffy meeting Nami. You know what I'm saying? And Zoro obviously going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Buggy, you know what I'm saying? We learned about him as well. You know what I'm saying? I'll put Orange Town at a D. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think like it's really like all that. You know what I'm saying? I think they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm only putting it at a D because it's only the introduction of One Piece. Like I said, the start of One Piece was not great. You know what I'm saying? It's not great. You know what I'm saying? And Romance Town, Orange Town, alright, bet. So, nah, alright, so that's my final tier for Orange Town. I have it at a D alongside with Romance Town, but I put it under Romance Town because I think Romance Town is better. And without further ado, let's get to the next arc. Alright, y'all, we got Baratie. Now, look, Baratie literally stepped up, and so where I'm going to put Baratie, I'm putting Baratie at a C. Saying this is where, you know what I'm saying, this is where, like, you know what I'm saying, One Piece low-key started kind of getting interesting. We got Luffy meets Sanji introduction, you know what I'm saying. Nami, you know what I'm saying, steals the ship to go to Arlong Park. We got Hawkeye's introduction. We got Zoro versus Mihawk. We got Don Krieg. We also learned that Don Krieg's pirate fleet got wiped out by Hawkeye when they were in the Grand Line. You know what I'm saying. We also learned, you know what I'm saying, that Sanji's dream is to go to the All Blue. You know what I'm saying, where all seas are connected, all 4 seas of the world are literally connected. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So I put, and Luffy versus Don Krieg, that was a good fight. I ain't gonna lie, it was a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? And Luffy protected the restaurant. Then Sanji joined the crew at the end of the day. He said his goodbyes. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good lead up to the next arc, for which was Arlong Park, because Nami stole the ship. You know what I'm saying? It was just a good lead up. You know what I'm saying? Just a good lead up for it. You know what I'm saying? Zoro versus Hawkeye. Zoro pleading to Luffy that he will never lose again. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I'm saying? Mihawk, you know what I'm saying, learned about Zoro and telling and motivating him after their fight. Obviously Zoro ended up getting his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, Baratie is by far better than any of these right here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have it at a C. It's I have Baratie at a C, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we also got a little bit of Sanji's backstory as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is, bro. So Baratie, I have it at a C, bro. It was by far the best arc. You know what I'm saying? Out of all these 4. It's by far the best arc out of all these 4. Let's be completely honest. And yeah, bro. Chat, what y'all think about this decision? Y'all thinking this is a WL decision? And y'all let me know down in the comment section. Without further ado, we're going to get straight to the next arc. So I'll see y'all when we get there. So look, we got Arlong Park, man. Y'all already know Arlong Park. Shit, you know what I'm saying, started getting good. You know what I'm saying? Shit started getting good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put Arlong Park at a C as well. But I'm going to put it above Baratie because Arlong Park, you know what I'm saying, Luffy pissed off for the first time, like really pissed off. Nami's backstory, you know what I'm saying, that shit hit. You know what I'm saying? I also had a good lead up to Arlong Park after the Baratie arc, you know what I'm saying, because in Baratie arc, Nami stole the ship to go to Arlong Park. And then Usopp, Zoro, and Yoshiko and Johnny, you know what I'm saying, they got in the ship to go after the boat while Luffy stayed behind to fight Don Krieg. And then he got Sanji to join the squad. And then now they all reunited here at Arlong Park to help get Nami back. You know what I'm saying? And also, the infamous walk to Arlong Park was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Arlong, you know what I'm saying? That was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? They already know. The infamous walk to Arlong Park was literally like one of the best, you know what I'm saying, ever. One of the best, you know what I'm saying, moments in anime ever. You know what I'm saying? So I have it at the C, I have it above Baratie. It's by far the best arc of all these years. And Nami officially became a Straw Hat, you know, pirate. You know what I'm saying? She finally became a pirate. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And also Zoro, you know what I'm saying, fighting through wounds. You know what I'm saying? He was literally still injured after this fight with Hawkeye, and he was still able to beat Fishman. So it goes to show how powerful Zoro is. Oh, for a fact, did you know if Zoro was healthy, fully healthy, in the Online Park arc, did you know that he was literally strong enough to beat Arlong? But obviously, he fought against Hawkeye. He fought against the world's greatest swordsman in the previous arc, so that's why we couldn't see a fully healthy Zoro versus Arlong. And that's why he had to beat my boy Luffy to finish the job, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. What y'all rank Arlong Park at, man? You know what I'm saying? What y'all rank Arlong Park at, bro? Y'all have it at a C like me, or y'all have it higher, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know people love that arc, you know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, Arlong Park at a C, by far the best arc right here, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the story, you know what I mean? Throughout the story, as the arcs that are on the tier list, by far the best arc out of every single one of them on the tier list so far. Without further ado, let's get to the next arc. Alright, y'all, so we got at Loguetown, and for Loguetown, I'm gonna put it at a C too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's better than every single arc down here, so I'm gonna put it at a C. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Loguetown, we got introductory to Smoker, Luffy, you know what I'm saying, versus Smoker, and then Dragon saves Luffy. We got introduction to Dragon as well. It's also the place where Roger was born and executed, you know what I'm saying? And Luffy went to the same bar that Roger was, you know what I'm saying, back in his days, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, one of the old guys recognized when Luffy said he would become king of the pirates. He had that same, he saw a vision of Roger in that moment, so that was a huge moment. And my boy Zoro got some new weapons, you know what I'm saying, and everybody basically just got some new weapons. And then the rain, and then Luffy, and also Usopp saved Dragon, and then they finally set sail for the Grand Line. You know what I'm saying? Same with Buggy too, they went for the Grand Line as well. And for that, man, you know what I'm saying, everybody made their vows at the end of what they wanted to achieve when they head to the Grand Line. And yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. What I can say, Loguetown. Pretty much nothing happened, but it was more interesting than all these arcs right here. Let's be completely honest. But yeah, so that's where I put Loguetown. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. All right, Reverse Mountain. Reverse Mountain. This is where we got to the Grand Line, and this is where they meet Laboon. You know what I'm saying? And Laboon plays one of the pretty decent part in the anime. You know what I'm saying? Since Brook is literally, oh man, I don't want to spoil it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Laboon, I'm gonna put this shit at a D. Let's be completely honest, bro. Ain't nothing happened here. We just got introduction to Laboon and Crocus. You know what I'm saying? And then they literally like experience that Crocus lives inside Laboon. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really much to say about Reverse Mountain, and you know what I'm saying? And obviously that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned that Crocus was related to Roger since he was speaking about him at the end of the arc. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It was just the beginning of Luffy's the Straw Hats' like journey in the Grand Line, you know what I'm saying? Since this was like the first thing that they did when they got to the Grand Line. And yeah, bro, that's all I gotta say, bro. Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, so Whiskey Peak, y'all didn't see, bro. I put Whiskey Peak at a D. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't have that much, you know what I'm saying? Literally, oh yeah, we also learned about, so we learned about Whiskey Peak. I'm gonna put it at a D, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it deserves to be a C, you know what I'm saying? But I have it above these other arcs right here. So I put Whiskey Peak at a D, you know what I'm saying? But it is better than the rest on here, you know what I'm saying? So look, I put, you know what I'm saying? So look, it says Straw Hats, first island that they land on the Grand Line. You know what I'm saying? It's also Vivi's introduction. You know what I'm saying? Vivi ends up going with the Straw Hats after this arc. We also learned about Baroque works as well. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned that they were all partying. Like, they were partying. And they were all asleep. All the Straw Hats were knocked out except for Zoro. And they was trying to rob Zoro. And they were trying to rob the Straw Hats until Zoro stopped them. And then Zoro's just 1v soloing all of them. So shout out to my boy Zoro for that. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned about Crocodile, who is the leader of the Brook, who is, you know what I'm saying, one of the 7 warlords of the sea. And we also learned about, how he's like the leader of Baroque works as well. So nothing really much happened in Whiskey Peak, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, that's all I gotta say. All right, so we got Little Garden. We got the introductory to, I'm putting out this shit as an F, bro. Let's be completely honest. I'm gonna put it at an F, bro. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it at a D because I have an arc that's literally an F. I have a few arcs on mine that deserve the F tier. You know what I'm saying? But Little Garden, I'll put it as the worst one because, you know what I'm saying, it was introductions obviously to the Giants of Elbaf. You know what I'm saying? Dory and Broggy, you know what I'm saying? Usopp, you know what I'm saying, gets inspired with them. You know what I'm saying? Because Usopp did say he wants to be a brave warrior in the sea, and that's what they are. They're warriors of the sea. You know what I'm saying? And Usopp's dream one day is to go to Elbaf, and that's what he learned, you know what I'm saying, during his time in Little Garden with Dorian Broggy. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's really nothing much to say about this arc. And that's why, yeah, bro. Well, we're done here. Alright, y'all. So we at Drum Island. I ain't gonna lie. I'm putting Drum Island at a C. You know what I'm saying? Why I put Drum Island at a C? Introductory to Chopper. Chopper's backstory was sad. You know what I'm saying? We also learned that Blackbeard, you know what I'm saying, invaded the island. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned that the doctor, you know what I'm saying, who looked at the Chopper, who wanted to be a pirate, ended up dying, you know what I'm saying, due to, you know what I'm saying, who's the villain? Who's the main villain in that arc? I don't know. I forgot about the main villain in the arc. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up dying. Luffy ends up beating them. And then Luffy ends up, you know what I'm saying, he also learns that Chopper, you know what I'm saying, wants to sail the seas. He's inspired by pirates. And Chopper is scared to, you know what I'm saying, head out to sea. You know what I'm saying, until Luffy convinced him to go. You know what I'm saying? And then Luffy, you know what I'm saying, finally got Chopper on the ship. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, that's how I put it. I put it above Lowtown, but above Baratie and Arlong Park. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? And also Snow Island too. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned, yeah, nothing else so much to say about Drum Island, but it's definitely better than Lowtown. I don't think it's better than Baratie and Arlong Park. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Summarize everything. Chopper introduction, Chopper backstory. The doctor died. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus... Who was the main villain, bro? I keep forgetting, bro. Holy shit, man. Do I think... Oh, yeah, King Wapol. Yeah, King Wapol. King Wapol. King Wapol. So Luffy versus King Wapol. Luffy beats him. Island's back at peace. You know what I'm saying? And then Chopper, you know what I'm saying, wants to go. You know what I'm saying? Is scared to head out to sea with the crew. And then Luffy finally convinced him. He got them on the ship. And that's about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? W Luffy. Alright, so now we finna get one of the most renowned arcs in One Piece, and that's Alabasta. And I'm gonna put Alabasta at a B. I give Alabasta a B. It's by far the best arc out of any arcs on the tier list so far. You know what I'm saying? We had Luffy versus Crocodile twice. You know what I'm saying? Introductory to Ace. You know what I'm saying? Zoro versus Mr. One. You know what I'm saying? They saved Alabasta. You know what I'm saying? And this is Vivi's home country too. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned that Blackbeard, you know what I'm saying, killed one of the Whitebeard pirates, his crew members, you know what I'm saying, the 4th Division Commander, Thatch, you know what I'm saying. And we also learned about the introduction of Ace, you know what I'm saying, how he's on the Whitebeard pirates and how Luffy is his brother, you know what I'm saying. We also learned that he's, you know what I'm saying, he's known as Fire Fist Ace, you're saying. And yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty good introduction to Ace. You know what I'm saying, he was there for a couple episodes and then he ended up dipping. And then we also got Luffy punching Vivi. And at the end, we also have, you know what I'm saying, Luffy and Zoro, you know what I'm saying, getting some bounties. You know what I'm saying. Oh, I forgot to mention Arlong Park. This is the arc where Luffy got his first bounty into. Saying, and then Alabasta was when Zoro got his bounty. You know what I'm saying. So he had 100 million here, and then Zoro has 60 million. Then nobody else on the Straw Hats had, you know what I'm saying, a bounty yet. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, bro, all I gotta say is, man, W Alabasta was by far the best arc. The ending was good. You know what I'm saying. When they had that X crossed in and then they put their hands in the air. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? W Alabasta. Alright, so we got Jaya. So I'm going to put Jaya at... I'm going to put it here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it above Lowtown too. Nah, I'm going to put it behind Lowtown. But still, it's still, you know what I'm saying? I'll put it at C tier. You know what I'm saying? And now what I forgot to mention in the Alabasta arc is that we got the introduction to Robin, how Robin snuck on the Straw Hat ship and how Robin joined the crew. You know what I'm saying? But with Jaya, you know what I'm saying, we got, you know what I'm saying, Buggy doing something, you know what I'm saying? And then we also learned that, you know what I'm saying, Whitebeard was the only rival to go head to head with Roger. You know what I'm saying? We got the introductory to Blackbeard. We got Blackbeard's reveal. We got introductory to Whitebeard. We learned that Shanks is going to meet up with Whitebeard. You know what I'm saying? We got Luffy and Blackbeard in the bar. Who they didn't know it was Blackbeard yet. And then Luffy versus shit. Who was the guy he punched? Bellamy. Luffy versus Bellamy. You know what I'm saying? The one punch. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because earlier they got beaten up in the bar. You know what I'm saying? For asking about the Sky Island. You know You know what I'm saying? And then we got Blackbeard's infamous speech about how dreams never die, dreams never end. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? W. Johnny. Alright, Sky Pia. Sky Pia, I'm gonna put it at a B. I'm gonna put Sky Pia at a B since it has so much history, so much lore. We learn about Nolan, we learn about Eneru, you know what I'm saying, how his power of lightning. We also learn about the only Sky Island in the entire world. We also learned that Roger was there. You know what I'm saying? Sky Pia has a lot of like history and a lot of lore for the One Piece story. You know what I'm saying? It literally foreshadows a lot of things that happen in the future. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's why I put it all above all the other arcs down below. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, ain't nothing much to speak about. We got Nolan, you know what I'm saying? How people didn't believe Nolan saw the city of gold, and then Luffy rung the bell, you know what I'm saying? And he finally revealed the city of gold. You know what I'm saying? We also learn about the poneglyphs, more about the poneglyphs as well. You know what I'm saying? And Luffy versus Eneru, you know what I'm saying? And all of that, you know what I'm saying? And how they, you know what I'm saying? Eneru was defeated and was sent to the moon, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, that's all I gotta say, bro. W. Sky Pia literally has a lot of lore that has to literally foreshadows a lot that is with One Piece, and that's why I put it above here. I don't think it's better than Alabasta though, but I put it above here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is. Next up, we got Long Island. Was it the Foxy arc? Alright, let's be completely honest. This shit is horrible, bro. Horrible, and a waste of my fucking time. I can't believe that I really watched this arc for like how long was it? 10 episodes, 15 episodes? This shit was horrible, bro. And you know what's so crazy? This shit is literally canon, so you have to watch this. You literally have to watch it because it's not filler. It's literally canon. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is horrible. You know what I'm saying? This shit is going straight to the F. It's by far the worst arc up here. You know what I'm saying? This shit is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it was just a waste of time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, bro, we don't even know. Let's go to the next arc, bro. This shit is horrible. Alright, so we got Water 7. Where's Water 7 going? Water 7 is going out of B. Let's go. We got Water 7 out of B. You know what I'm saying? Water 7, it had introductory to Frankie, introductory to, you know what I'm saying, the City of Water. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Usopp leaving the crew. Robin getting taken in by CP9, by the world government. You know what I'm saying? Aokiji's introduction in Water 7 as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, and the lead up to Enies Lobby, you know what I'm saying? The train, you know what I'm saying? The fight, the Sanji versus like government people on the train, that shit was tough. You know what I'm saying? Usopp being revealed as Soulgate King, dressing up in a whole different outfit where he goes by Soulgate King. You know what I'm saying? We also got, you know what I'm saying, Luffy versus Frankie. You know what I'm saying? We also got a little bit of Frankie's backstory as well. You know what I'm saying? We also learned that about all like CP9 was literally undercover people who basically were working for Water 7, but which were on the government side the entire time. You know what I'm saying? And that CP9 reveal, that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am not gonna lie to y'all. That shit was crazy, man. And it literally, you know what I'm saying, it's just a good lead up to the next arc, you know what I'm saying? And without further ado, we're gonna get to the next arc. Enies Lobby, bro, with no brainer, is going to an A. Enies Lobby is an A. You know what I'm saying? Luffy, you know what I'm saying, they invaded a world government place. Robin's backstory, you know what I'm saying, and why Robin is literally had a bounty at the age of 8, you know what I'm saying? She comes from a place named Ohara, who are researching like the 100-year void century. Luffy versus Lucci, man, you know what I'm saying? Zoro and everybody else versus CP9, you know what I'm saying? And the return. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Water 7, you know what I'm saying? The Going Merry ends up being broken. And then Enies Lobby, you know what I'm saying? The Going Merry comes by itself. It brings everybody out of there. And then, you know what I'm saying? At the end of Enies Lobby, you know what I'm saying? They had to burn down the Going Merry because they couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Fix it. So they had to burn it, you know what I'm saying? Because the ship was no use no more. And yeah, bro, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got Robin's backstory. We got Luffy, you know what I'm saying, using his willpower and doing all they can to make sure they save Robin. We got Robin's I want to live moment from Robin. So that was pretty dope as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Enies Lobby is by far, yeah, this shit's, you know what I'm saying? This shit is a masterpiece. Shout out to Enies Lobby. You know what I'm saying? The Straw Hats versus CP9. You know what I'm saying? Them declaring war on the world government. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Luffy telling Usopp to shoot down the flag. You know what I'm saying? Which literally made them declare war on the world government. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. It is what it is, bro. W Enies Lobby, bro. Enies Lobby is a masterpiece, bro. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy Enies Lobby. If you haven't got to Enies Lobby yet, I suggest, you know what I'm saying, you get to there right now. Because you're going to enjoy that arc so much. You know what I'm saying? Alright, next up we got Post Enies Lobby. So Post Enies Lobby, we got a lot of lore. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put Post Enies Lobby at a B. I'm gonna put Post Enies Lobby at a B. I'm gonna put it underwater 7. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put Post Enies Lobby. Post Enies Lobby had a lot of lore. We finally got Kobe reveal. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Kobe, Kobe reunited and Helmeppo. We got introductory to Garp. Garp is, you know what I'm saying, Luffy's grandpa. We also learned that Shanks is one of the 4 emperors alongside Whitebeard. We also learned that Shanks and Whitebeard had a meetup, you know what I'm saying, about how they wanted to stop Ace from going after Blackbeard, and how Whitebeard, you know what I'm saying, was like, man, you don't think I want to kill him, man? You know what I'm saying? And then Shanks tells him, like, if, you know what I'm saying, if it doesn't do it, then this era will spiral into chaos and no one will be able to stop it. We also got Ace versus Blackbeard to end the arc, you know what I'm saying? And it literally, you know what I'm saying, shit was crazy. The end of Saga, you know what I'm saying? The end of Water 7 and Enies Lobby Saga. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of lore behind it. You know what I'm saying? Aokiji going up to Robin after, asking if she's going to be a good person from now on, or she's not going to run away. And she says, yeah, she's not going to run away. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And then Aokiji left, you know what I'm saying, while everybody was partying. You know what I'm saying? And then Luffy has Frankie join the crew, and then Usopp apologizes to Luffy, and then Usopp joins the Straw Hats back again. You know what I'm saying? Frankie joins the crew, Usopp is back at it. You know what I'm saying? And they both, you know what I'm saying, they all get bounties now. You know what I'm saying? After the Enies Lobby incident, you know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, bro. Ace versus Blackbeard, the end of Saga. You know what I'm saying? The end of Water 7 Enies Lobby Saga, that was good. You know what I'm saying? And the whole lead up just led up to something crazier, which we are going to talk about later in this video. So stay tuned. Alright, next arc we got Thriller Bark. Is there even a question, bro? This shit is ass. The most boring arc in One Piece. The most boring arc in One Piece. Why was this shit 50 plus episodes? I ain't gonna lie. The only good part was the ending. You know what I'm saying? How Brook joined the crew, Brook's backstory with Laboon, Zoro, nothing happened moment. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's about it, bro. Thriller Bark, bro, that shit is so ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's so crazy? This shit is literally canon. You know what I'm saying? And people literally have to watch this. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a waste of an arc. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, this arc should have been filler. You know what I'm saying? Should have been filler. This shit is horrible. You know what I'm saying? This should not have been included in One Piece. Gecko Moria is top 5 worst anime villains of all time. You know what I'm saying? He is not all that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Ooh, and this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the arcs to start off by which is my favorite string of episodes of One Piece. You know what I'm saying? And it started by the end of Thriller Bark, because the only good part about Thriller Bark was the ending. You know what I'm saying? So Saba Odi, that shit is an A. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting Saba Odi at an A. You know what I'm saying? No, wait. Saba Odi above, nah, I'll put it right here. It's better than Post Enies Lobby and Alabasta. I don't think it's better than Water 7. But Saba Odi, we have Law and Kid introduction, the Worst Generation introduction, Luffy punching the Celestial Dragons. We're finding out that Ace is being publicly executed, and the Whitebeard Pirates are going to war to get Ace back from the Navy. You know what I'm saying? We got Kuma, you know what I'm saying? Spinning back the block after Thriller Bark. You know what I'm saying? And he beat it every single Straw Hat. You know what I'm saying? And all the Straw Hats went separated. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. Yeah, and ain't nothing much to say about that. You know what I'm saying? I literally just said everything. You know what I'm saying? Luffy punches Celestial Dragon. Oh, I also forgot. Zoro almost killed one. And then Julie Bonnie, stopped him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. And all the, you know what I'm saying, the big 3 of the Worst Generation, Law, Kid, and, you know what I'm saying, Luffy. You know what I'm saying? They teamed up against the Navy. That was pretty cool. We got to see their other types of Devil Fruit powers as well. It just expanded the series even more. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but that's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were panicking because Luffy punched the shit out of the Celestial Dragon. Oh yeah, we also got the introduction of them as well. The introduction of the Celestial Dragons as well. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, bro, Saba Odi is at a B, bro. It's at a B. Next up, we got Amazon Lily. So not that much happened. Just Luffy, you know what I'm saying, being in the Amazon, Lily, you know what I'm saying, the island with women only. You know what I'm saying? Luffy, Hancock falling in love with Luffy, you know what I'm saying, to this day, I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? And literally, the only good, interesting part about it was when Luffy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we got introduction to all these characters. We also learned that Hancock used to be a slave to the Celestial Dragons, you know what I'm saying? And she also, you know what I'm saying, told Luffy that Ace is being executed, and that's why Ace, you know what I'm saying, that's why Luffy decides to head out to Impel Down, which is the next arc, you know what I'm saying, which leads us to the next arc, Impel Down. You know what I'm saying? He was planning to reunite with the Straw Hats, but again, once he heard his brother was about to be executed, he had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We also saw Luffy use Conqueror's Haki for the first time. So I'm gonna put it at a C. It's better than Drama Island, Logtown, and Gyro. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it at a C. You know what I'm saying? So Amazon Lily, I've added a C. You know what I'm saying? I've added a C. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't nothing much really happened. We say introduction to Hancock and the Woman Island. How Hancock was used to be a slave to the Celestial Dragons. Luffy Conqueror's Haki for the first time. Luffy found out Ace is gonna be executed, and that ended the arc right there, because he decided to head out to Impel Down, which is the next arc. So yeah, bro, somebody's a C. It's just a C. All right, Impel Down is the next arc, ladies and gentlemen. So look, Impel Down, that shit is an A. That shit is an A. You know what I'm saying? There's no question this shit is an A. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try to rescue his brother in the most secured, you know what I'm saying, most secured prison in the world. You know what I'm saying? The only underwater sea prison there, Impel Down. You know what I'm saying? Luffy and Buggy reunited. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Magellan. Blackbeard pulls up to Impel Down. Ace, you know what I'm saying? They took him out, you know what I'm saying, to head out to Marineford. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Mr. 2. Damn, Mr. 2 sacrificed at the end of the arc. That shit was crazy to get everybody out of there. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Magellan. You know what I'm saying? We saw that. Luffy versus Blackbeard. You know what I'm saying? We saw that. You know what I'm saying? Luffy meets Jinbei. He also introduced Jinbei as well. We also learned that Kaido and Shanks had a altercation in the New World. You know what I'm saying? And before Impel Down started, at the end of Andy's lobby, we saw, the start of Impel Down, we saw that, you know what I'm saying, Whitebeard wiped out the entire Navy fleet who was supposed to keep track on them, on all their movements, and Whitebeard pirates, they just wiped them out. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, we got, what else? We got Ace and Garp conversation, and how Ace despises his dad and says his only dad is Whitebeard. You know what I'm saying? And Garp also tells Ace about what Luffy did at Annie's lobby and all of that. And then Ace was proud. You know what I'm saying? And Ace also found out that his brother was here, so that's when he started the word. And Boa Hancock, you know what I'm saying, played a huge role too, because she was the one who snuck Luffy into Impel Down. You know what I'm saying? So Impel Down is definitely an A, bro. If you haven't watched Impel Down yet, you know what I'm saying, I suggest you catch up and go watch Impel Down, because that shit is good. That shit is good. All right, we're moving on to the next one. Now, we are here. Marine fucking Ford, baby. Marine Ford, baby. You already know how it is, man. Marine Ford is literally S tier. S tier. You know what I'm saying? Whitebeard in action. Ace's dad being revealed as Gold Roger. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Impel Down, we also got Ivanka's introduction as well. You know what I'm saying? How she's like related to Dragon. We also learned that Luffy knew that Ace was Roger's dad. Ace was Roger's son. You know what I'm saying? We got introduced to Akainu. You know what I'm saying? Akainu was fighting. Obviously Ace's death. Shanks coming in and entering the war. You know what I'm saying? Literally all of Whitebeard's allies. You know what I'm saying? Scored stabbing Whitebeard. You know what I'm saying? Like Marineford, it was just a battle. Straight masterpiece for 30 plus episodes. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of Ace's backstory as well. You know what I'm saying? How he met Whitebeard and how we met Jinbei as well. And we also learned how Jinbei used to be a warlord, and then he just resigned from the 7 warlords. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned about, obviously, Whitebeard's dad, Blackbeard pulling up. Blackbeard, you know what I'm saying, beating Whitebeard and then stealing his Devil Fruit powers. That shit was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am not gonna lie to y'all. Like, this Marineford, I don't really need to say much about Marineford. Probably my favorite, the best arc so far, you know what I'm saying? Top 3 arc in One Piece so far that deserves to be the only S tier so far in this tier list so far. And you guys, you know what I'm saying, you guys don't know what Marineford is, bro, I suggest y'all go watch it, bro, and y'all go catch up. You know what I'm saying? For those who are watching One Piece and haven't got to Marineford yet. Like, Marineford is literally a masterpiece, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is. Next up, we got post Marineford. So, post Marineford, obviously, Luffy crashing out that Ace is dead. Luffy and Ace backstory. Introduction to Sabo. We see that Sabo, you know what I'm saying, was born up, you know what I'm saying, in a good part of town. And the part of town that was being, like, where the poor was living, you know what I'm saying, on Luffy's island. You know what I'm saying, like, he, you know what I'm saying, like, him and Ace were in a fire. And then, like, Dragon saw Sabo, you know what I'm saying, passed out on the ground. And then Sabo telling Dragon, if he doesn't leave this place, he'll never be free. You know what I'm saying? And Dragon recruited a lot of more, you know what I'm saying, members to the Revolutionary Army. We also learned about the Dawn, you know what I'm saying, and how she raised Luffy, Ace, and Sabo. You know what I'm saying? We also learned that, you know what I'm saying, Luffy crashes out. You know what I'm saying? Jinbei, you know what I'm saying, keeps him calm and tells him what, and reminds him what he still have, what does he still have, which is his crew. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes back to Marineford, you know what I'm saying, puts the message out, you know what I'm saying, 3D2Y, you already know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, to me and Sabo Odi in 2 years, you know what I'm saying, and they continue, and that begins the training arc. And we also have Ace and Whitebeard's funeral, you know what I'm saying, and we got Shanks, you know what I'm saying, thinking about Luffy, you know what I'm saying, after the war, you know what I'm saying, how he thinks Luffy's feeling, you know what I'm saying. But hey, man, it is what it is, bro. Post-war, where am I gonna put it at? I'm gonna put it at a B. I'll put post-war at a B. Is it better? It's better than Skypiea. I'll put it better than Skypiea. Yeah, I'll put it better than Skypiea. And yeah, bro, you already know how post-war got, you know what I'm saying, led up to the... Oh yeah, we also got Zoro versus Hawkeye. The Straw Hats finding out that Ace, you know what I'm saying, is dead, and Luffy was there too. You know what I'm saying? And they all try to rush where Luffy's at, and then when Luffy released the message to the world, which is obviously the 3D2Y shit, you know what I'm saying, it was to see them in Sabo Odi in 2 years, you know what I'm saying, and train, you know what I'm saying, and that's what, you know what I'm saying, the training arc started for Luffy, you know what I'm saying, start post-concept. So I'll see y'all when we get there. Return to Sabo Odi. We're gonna put Return to Sabo Odi at we're gonna put it at a B as well, you know what I'm saying. So Return to Sabo Odi, Straw Hats reunited. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing much really happened. They said they went to Fishman Island. Luffy tells him how, you know, how it is now. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned, you know what I'm saying, Rayleigh was there. You know what I'm saying? We also, you know what I'm saying, Luffy versus the Pacifistas. You know what I'm saying? They beat them with one punch. You know what I'm saying? After and pre-time skip, it was hard back then to see how much was how hard it was to beat a pacifist. You know what I'm saying? And then the Straw Hats set himself for Fishman Island, and yeah, pretty good arc. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely better than all of these down here. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. But hey, bro, it is what it is, bro. Let's get straight to the next arc. We got Fishman Island, bro. Where do I put Fishman Island at? I ain't gonna lie, Fishman Island was low-key kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know. It was a guy who used to be on the Fish Pirates. We learned about Fisher Tiger as well. You know what I'm saying? And how the Fishman Pirates backstory. We also learned about, yeah, Fisher Tiger and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, we just learned about a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what else did we learn about? And yeah, we also saw the moment Luffy versus 50 Fishman, and he knocked them half out with Conqueror's Haki. You know what I'm saying? And that was pretty cool. Luffy using Ace's attack similar to Ace's Fire Fist. Luffy telling Jinbei to join his crew, and then Luffy talking to Big Mom. You know what I'm saying how he will beat her in a fight and make Fishman Island his territory. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, that's how it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, there ain't nothing much really happened on Fishman Island. You know what I'm saying? So, Fishman Island, I am going to put it at a C. I'm going to put Fishman Island at a C. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know what I'm saying, it was better. I don't think it was better than Return to Sabo Odi. I think, you know what I'm saying, Fishman Island was basically just a waste of time. Saying, like, it was only, oh yeah, we also learned about, you know what I'm saying, Poseidon. We also learned about Joy Boy there. What y'all think about Fishman Island, bro? Y'all put Fishman Island above a C or below a C? Or y'all keep it at a C. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But for me, Fishman Island is a C. Alright, Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard, we got Luffy and Law reunited. We got Law versus Smoker, Luffy versus Smoker, Luffy versus Caesar. Law versus who was the Luffy? Law versus who was the guy he fought? Law versus fuck. I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I haven't rewatched One Piece yet, but I do remember. Definitely someone from the Marines who are literally working for Doflamingo. Oh yeah, we also learn about how Doflamingo's involvement. You know what I'm saying? We also learn, you know what I'm saying, that Aokiji pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Smoker versus Doflamingo. Aokiji saves him. Law asking Luffy to form an alliance to take down one of the 4 emperors, which is Kaido. You know what I'm saying? The king of the beast. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straw Hats. You know what I'm saying? We also learned about that Punk Hazard was the island that Akainu and Aokiji fought, and then that's why the island was split in fire and snow. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. You know, and then for Punk Hazard, I'll put it at a C. I think it was better than Fishman Island. I have it above Fishman Island. Oh yeah, we also got introduction to Kinemon and Momonosuke. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And then they ended up saving the kids from Caesar's lab. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned about Caesar's, and it is what it is. So yeah, bro, I'll put Punk Hazard at a C, bro. What y'all think about Punk Hazard? Do y'all think it deserves to be higher than a C or lower than a C or at the same spot? Y'all let me know down in the comments. But for me, Punk Hazard is a C. Next up, we got Dressrosa. Look, no question, I put Dressrosa at a. Luffy and Law versus Doflamingo. Luffy and Bellamy reunited. Law versus Doflamingo. Luffy versus Doflamingo. You know what I'm saying? Corazone's backstory. You know what I'm saying? And how, you know what I'm saying? We just got, you know what I'm saying? It was just good. You know what I'm saying? We also got how, you know what I'm saying, Doflamingo turned, you know what I'm saying, how Doflamingo manipulated the former king of Dressrosa, and how he was able to manipulate him and control him to kill everybody else from, you know what I'm saying, from Dressrosa. And what's the girl's name that's known as the princess? What's the girl's name, bro? I really don't know. But I forgot about the girl's name, but yeah. We also learned about how Zabo survived that day where like the Celestial Dragon shot at his ship when he was a kid, and how he was taken in by Dragon. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned at the end of the arc that Kaido's introduction, we also learned that Kaido was pissed. We also learned that, you know what I'm saying, Kid and Killer and, you know what I'm saying, and Appu and Hawkins, they're all after Shanks, one of the 4 emperors. You know what I'm saying? We also learned that, you know what I'm saying, Law is no longer part of the 7 warlords, and Luffy's bounty went up. You know what I'm saying? We also learned that the Big Mom Pirates, someone from the Big Mom Pirates attacked, you know what I'm saying, the Straw Hat ship, and which led to Sanji and the other half of the Straw Hats heading for Zou. You know what I'm saying? Where the other half of the Straw Hats, they were staying in Dressrosa, and then Doflamingo did the birdcage, and then that's when like the entire, you know what I'm saying, ship began. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was just, Doflamingo was just a good villain. You know what I'm saying? I've got it above Enies Lobby and Impel Down. I ain't gonna lie. It's the best A tier, you know what I'm saying, arc. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to say much about Dressrosa. Dressrosa was just a good arc, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, let's move on. Next up, we got Zou. So y'all know Zou. You know what I'm saying? The Zou, at first, you know what I'm saying, we got the Raizo is safe moment. Introduction to the cat and the dog guy. You know what I'm saying? We also learned about the road poneglyphs that will lead us to the final island, which is Laugh Tale. We also learned that, you know what I'm saying, Kaido's, you know what I'm saying, right-hand man, Jack, you know what I'm saying, was after the island. We also learned about the elephant, you know what I'm saying, Zunisha, and how he attacked, you know what I'm saying. We also learned that, you know what I'm saying, Sanji was captured by the Big Mom Pirates, you know what I'm saying, and he was taken in by the Big Mom Pirates, you know what I'm saying, which led at the end of the arc to Luffy, Nami, Chopper, and Brook, you know what I'm saying, splitting up while the rest head to the land of Wano to, you know what I'm saying, to wait for Luffy and the others so they can fight Kaido. Meanwhile, Luffy took some of the crew to go to Whole Cake Island to, you know what I'm saying, get Sanji back, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, bro, that's pretty much it, bro. You know what I'm saying, and yeah, bro, Zou was just a good arc, you know what I'm saying. We also learned that Roger was there. We got introduction to Pedro as well. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of us for Zou. So where I put Zou, I'll put it at a B. Yeah, I give Zou a B. You know what I'm saying? I give Zou a B. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't see it higher than a B. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, Whole Cake Island, A tier. A tier, Whole Cake Island's A tier. Saying Luffy versus Katakuri, Katakuri's introduction, Luffy versus Cracker. You know what I'm saying? More of Sanji's backstory from him, from the Vince Smoke family backstory. You know what I'm saying? Pudding, you know what I'm saying? How her third eye was revealed. Introduction to Pudding as well. And it's literally introduction to everybody, you know what I'm saying? All the Big Mom pirates. You know what I'm saying? Literally all that. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Katakuri, Pedro sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And Jinbei, you know what I'm saying? Returning. You know what I'm saying? And Jinbei, you know what I'm saying, promising Luffy that he will make it to the land of Wano to join his crew because he had to do some other business before leaving. You know what I'm saying? And that happened at the end of the arc. We also got, at the end of the arc, Luffy became the 5th emperor and his bounty went up to 1.5 billion. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Whole Cake Island, I don't need to say much about Whole Cake. It was just a good arc. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Luffy's Pudding's kiss to Sanji, you know what I'm saying? And her removing memories so Sanji doesn't remember that moment. You know what I'm saying? And then her crying because Sanji was the only one who loved who she was with that third eye. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So Whole Cake Island, y'all already know is good. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Katakuri. Katakuri asking Luffy if he's gonna come back one day to be Big Mom. Then Luffy says yes because he's the one who's gonna become king of the pirates. That was a pretty dope moment. And then Luffy Katakuri accepting defeat against Luffy. It's not that Luffy was stronger than Katakuri. It was just that Luffy had more willpower. You know what I'm saying? That's how much it said. You know what I'm saying? We also got Gear Force Sync Man. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention in Dressrosa and Enies Lobby that we got second gear in Enies Lobby. Where's Enies Lobby? Second gear in Enies Lobby and fourth gear. Second and third gear in Enies Lobby and then fourth gear in Dressrosa and then fourth gear Snake Man and Whole Cake Island. Alright, let's move on to the next arc, y'all. Alright, we got the Reverie. So the Reverie has so much lore, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Reverie really has so much lore. You know what I'm saying? The 5 Elders. We got Shanks pulling up on the 5 Elders. You know what I'm saying? We also got, you know what I'm saying, Emo for the first time. We also see what's happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? All 20 kings of countries around the world are meeting up at the Reverie to discuss some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned that Vivi's there. We also learned that King of Alabasta and Nefertari Cobra is there too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I put the Reverie at a... Where do I put the Reverie at? I put it at a B. You know what I'm saying? I put it at a B. You know what I'm saying? I put the Reverie at a B. Saying because they had a lot of lore. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of build up to the Revolutionary Army going up against the Celestial Dragons to rescue Kuma. You know what I'm saying? Emu's introduction. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? The fish lady from the fish girl from. Damn, bro, what's her name, bro? Like the main fish woman from Fishman Island. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn it, bro. I'm not gonna search it up, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Who almost got captured by the Celestial Dragons, and then people stepped in. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, the Reverie just had a lot of lore. You know what I'm saying? That will literally be explained throughout the story. All right, we're on to the next arc. We got 3 arcs left, chat, and we got the Land of Wano. Land of Wano. Luffy versus Kaido, 3 times. Zoro versus King. Sanji versus Queen. Saying we learned that, you know what I'm saying, Kaido is giving people the Land of Wano devil fruits that keeps them only smiling. So if they're crying, they're literally still smiling. They're literally smiling while tears are coming down their eye. You know what I'm saying? And he does that to show people that visit the country that people are having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And we also got King and Queen's introduction. You know what I'm saying? We also got Gear 5, obviously. And Law Kid versus Big Mom. Big Mom pulls up there as well. Kaido and Big Mom form an alliance. We also learn Roger's backstory too. We have Roger's backstory as well. You know what I'm saying? We have Kanjuro as a traitor, you know what I'm saying, who was later defeated. We have also Orochi, who, you know what I'm saying, who aligned with Kaido, you know what I'm saying, to kill Odin. Odin's backstory as well, you know what I'm saying. And we also, you know what I'm saying, just the battle at shit, what was the island camp? You know what I'm saying? The battle on the rooftop at the island that they were at to fight Kaido. You know what I'm saying? Shinigashima or something like that. I don't know. I forgot the name. But Wano is definitely an A. It's definitely an A. By far the best arc on the A. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was too long though. Oh yeah, also at the end of the arc we got, you know what I'm saying, Green Bull's introduction as a Napier Admiral. We also got whatchamacallit, Shanks Conqueror's Haki. We got Shanks saying he's gonna go after the One Piece. Luffy becoming one of the 4 emperors. You know what I'm saying? Buggy's the emperor now. You know what I'm saying? And Kaido and Big Mom are officially taken down. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, you know what I'm saying, that's about it, bro. So, oh yeah, we got Momonosuke turning into a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? The Momonosuke becoming the dragon. Oh yeah, Onigashima. Yeah, that's what it's called, Onigashima. Yeah, bro. So, Battle of Onigashima. Roger and Oden backstory. Long Kid versus Big Mom. Luffy versus Kaido 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Gear 5. You know what I'm saying? Shanks Conqueror's Haki. You know what I'm saying? Green Bull introduction. Luffy becoming one of the 4 emperors when the news broke out. Sabo becoming known as the Flame Emperor. You know what I'm saying? After the incident at Marie Joie. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You already know Wano is goated. You know what I'm saying? W Wano. By far the best arc here. You know what I'm saying? Finally, we got 2 arcs left. Finally. I feel like this wasted too much time. So look, we got Egghead. Egghead is literally at S tier. Egghead is S tier, bro. Egghead is literally S tier, bro. When I was reading this arc, Egghead is better than Marineford. I don't care what y'all say. That shit is better than Marineford, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So look, man, y'all see it right there, bro. Y'all literally see it right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all literally see it right there. You know? So, y'all already know how this goes, man. So look, yeah, man, Egghead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Emo destroying the Kingdom of Lucia. Sabo finding out that Emo is the king of the world. You know what I'm saying? Nefertari Cobra died. You know what I'm saying? The Battle of the 5 Elders. You know what I'm saying? Luffy versus Kizaru. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Vegafunk's message to the world. You know what I'm saying? We also had Law versus Blackbeard, Kid versus Shanks. You know what I'm saying? Garp versus Aokiji in this arc. You know what I'm saying? Kuma's backstory. You know what I'm saying? Vegapunk's backstory as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this shit was literally a masterpiece, bro. Like, oh yeah, we also had Joy Boy's introduction. We had the Iron Giant's introduction, how Emmett, who was known as the Iron Giant, you know what I'm saying, used Joy Boy's Haki to, you know what I'm saying, save Luffy and the others. The Giants coming to Elbaf to save Luffy, you know what I'm saying. Obviously Shanks, you know what I'm saying, Divine Departure attack on Kid, you know what I'm saying. Shanks fighting for the first time, saying Blackbeard pirates pulling up to see what was going on at Egghead, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, bro, the escape from Egghead, you know what I'm saying, the lore that we learned before, Luffy versus Lucci Part 2, Luffy versus like the 7 Warlords Pacifists, the Straw Hats versus the 7 Warlords Pacifistas, you know what I'm saying, Kobe, you know what I'm saying, Honesty Impact, you know what I'm saying, yeah, bro, Dr. Vegapunk's message to the world, like, yeah, bro, like this arc, by far the best arc of One Piece, you know what I'm saying, by far the best arc of One Piece, in my opinion, is the best arc of One Piece so far. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to catch up the Egghead. Like, that shit is literally a masterpiece, bro. I was literally so tuned in. Like, obviously, I was watching it. I was reading the manga, you know what I'm saying, with Egghead from start to finish. And I was obviously still watching the episodes from the anime. You know, to see how it was on the anime. But yeah, bro, Egghead, you know what I'm saying? I was so tuned in with it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. Egghead's the best arc of the series so far. All right, yes, sir. We chat are finally at the last arc of this video, bro. I'm sorry that this video was so long. Don't worry, when I edit all this, it won't be that long. So we have Elbaf. So for me, Elbaf, the way it is right now, Rock's introduction, Loki introduction, you know what I'm saying, King Harold introduction, you know what I'm saying, the Shamrock, who is known as Shanks' brother, is there, you know what I'm saying, the Gods Knights, you know what I'm saying, what else, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Where do I put, there's nothing much really to say about Elbaf right now, but the way it's feeling right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm putting Elbaf at A. It's going out at A. I'm putting Elbaf at an A, bro. Yes, I'm putting Elbaf at an A. Yes, you looking at this video, yes, I'm putting Elbaf at an A. Even though the arc is not finished. Rock's backstory, God Valley backstory, you know what I'm saying? Loki backstory, you know what I'm saying? King Harold backstory, you know what I'm saying? Luffy, you know what I'm saying? Meet up with Loki, you know what I'm saying? King Harold introduction, you know what I'm saying? We finally get to see the full island of Elbaf, you know what I'm saying? We learn about the Realm of the Dead, you say how the Realm of the Dead, and then the middle part, and then yeah, bro, how Elbaf is literally like one big ass tree, you know what I'm saying, for an island, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Elbaf, I feel like Elbaf will be at an S tier, bro. You know what I'm saying? By the time Elbaf finishes, I'll put it at S tier. But for now, I'll put it at an A. But it's definitely better than Wano. I put Elbaf over Wano. You know what I'm saying? I'll put Elbaf over Wano. I don't care what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my One Piece tier. You know what I'm saying? One Piece tier list. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it right there, man. One Piece tier list. It is officially done. We have completed all the arcs. We have caught up with, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go through it. F tier. We have Thriller Bark, Long Ring, Long Island for F tier. Because those arcs are horrible. D, Whiskey Peak, Romance Dawn, Orange Town, Sierra Village, Reverse Mountain, Little Garden. C tier. Punk Hazard, Fishman Island, Online Park, Barati, Amazon Lily, Drum Island, Lowtown, Jaya. B tier. Water 7, Reverie, Sabaody, Post Ennie's Lobby, Alabasta, Post Marineford, Skypiea, Zoe, and Return to Sabaody. A tier, we have Elbaf, Wano, Dressrosa, Ennie's Lobby, Impel Down, Whole Cake Island. Also at the S tier, we have Egghead and Marineford. So y'all let me know down in the comment section, bro, what y'all feel about this this tier list, you know what I'm saying? What's y'all predictions? What do y'all think I should change up on this tier list? Do y'all think my tier list is a W or an L, bro? Y'all let me know down in the comments, bro. But hey, bro, I feel like I did a pretty good, decent, you know what I'm saying, tier list, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I made all the right reasons to why I'm gonna put this arc in that tier and that arc in that tier. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I did pretty good at that. So yeah, bro, W tier list, man. And yeah, bro, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy JDI. I'm gonna upload this either Thursday or Friday. But shout out to all y'all. This is officially my One Piece arc tier list since I am caught up on One Piece. You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys. Make sure to hit that like button, sub button, turn on notifications. But we going crazy for the rest of 2026. And I love y'all boys. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.